Hey, what's going on guys? Kwame here, and welcome back to the channel. So I decided to do another Escape from Tarkov guide video, and this one's going to be a short one. I'm going to be purely talking about the two-step jump and how to do it. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, what the hell is the two-step jump? Well, I'm going to tell you what it is. The two-step jump is an advanced technique in the game, and you've probably seen it from other people using it. This technique is used by all the top players in the world. It really is a must-know technique for you, and if you plan on advancing your skills in Escape from Tarkov, you gotta learn how to do this. The two-step jump is like an accelerated boost jump, and the player literally goes flying. So if that sounds interesting to you and you want to learn how to do it, don't forget to hit the like on the video for me, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for future content and future videos. Subscribing helps me out quite a bit, guys, so thank you all so much so far for the support. I do appreciate it. And don't forget to drop by the live stream and say hello sometime. I stream 6 days a week at twitch.tv/Kwame. All other details are in the description box below. Thanks for checking out the video. Now let's get into it. Alright, so let's start at the beginning. The two-step jump is another word for the boost jump, and the boost jump is an accelerated sprinting jump which allows the player to go further than a normal running sprinting jump. It's actually two different things. So it's a technique that still works as of 12.11 patch, and I think this is actually intended, but I'm not 100% certain on that. So the purpose of this jump is so you can go further than you normally would, and you can get to places which you couldn't get to before previously by just doing a regular run and jump. Okay, there's a few different ways to do this, but I'm going to show you the ways that work for me personally. So what I suggest that you do is go to this place on customs, which I'm going to be showing you right now. This one is a very common jump spot, and this is on top of the bunker near the extraction. So there is one rule you must know when you're trying to attempt the sprint jump, okay? And that is, for it to work, you must jump off your right foot. Now, you're going to probably think, why? What does it even matter? Because when the player jumps off the right foot, he does the two-step jump for some unknown reason. You may have accidentally done it yourself by accident when you were running and jumping, and you're like, oh, I went further than normal then, that was very strange. That's because you accidentally did the two-step jump, okay? So, the bottom line is, you got to step on the right foot, and you got to jump off of it at the same time, okay? So go to this spot on customs, and the reason for this is because this is probably the easiest and most common spot to do the two-step jump, okay? So here's the first method that works for me. First, stand completely still, and then I want you to take a step backwards. Just one step, and then after you've taken a step backwards, hit the sprint key on your keyboard, and take 2 steps forward. And on the second step, you press spacebar, and then he jumps off the right foot. So after you've taken the first step, on the second step, you must press spacebar for him to do the accelerated sprint jump. As you can see here, I'm trying to get it, but I obviously fail. And that's good, because then you know that you haven't done it. If you don't jump over this wall, that means you didn't do it. But if you do happen to jump over it, that means you've done it. So you can pat yourself on the back, and congratulations, you did the accelerated two-step jump. Well done. This will take some practice and getting used to. Take my word for it, I practiced a lot, and it took me ages just to get it 1 out of 20 times. Especially in a raid where someone's chasing you and you need to do this jump ASAP to get over the goddamn wall, and you can't, and then you die because of it. Like, man, take my word for it. You're better off practicing this, and it will save your life later. Trust me. So I'll say it one more time. Stand completely still. Take 1 step back, and after you've taken a step back, immediately take 2 steps forward as you're sprinting. So you press down the sprint key, and on the second step, you press spacebar to jump, and you should do it, because at that time, the player jumps off his right foot. So that's method number 1. Let me show you method number 2. You can also get the accelerated two-step jump done by looking at your gun, whatever the gun may be in your hand. So once you stop moving, anytime you see the weapon, because when you sprint in this game and you're holding the weapon in your hands, it always sways left and right. So when you're completely still and then you start sprinting, watch where the direction that the gun in your hand goes. When the gun swings to the bottom left hand corner, you can jump and it will work. So anytime the weapon in your hand, in this case, my case, it's the ADAR, once it hits the bottom left-hand corner of my screen, I can jump and the two-step jump will occur. So that's method number 2. Pretty cool, right? I have found method number 2 to be quite difficult for me personally, but I can actually do it. It just takes me like 1,000 tries to get it done. So my preferred method to do the two-step jump is method number 1. But for you, it might be different. Maybe you will find the second method much easier for yourself. And with the second method, it helps to jump straight up on the spot. And the reason for this is to reset your footing. And then for some reason for me, it feels easier to use my mouse to look to the left or the right and then jump. And for some reason, it works for me. As you can see here, I do the two-step jump. I first jump straight up, land, I look to the left, and then I take a step and then jump, and then look how far I got. I got on top of this train here, which is pretty cool. People aren't going to be looking for you on top of this train most of the time, unless they're, of course, like, I don't know, a special gamer, you know, who checks every single spot in the world. But chances are the guys that you're playing against aren't going to check that spot. So that's a good spot to get into. Imagine you could do that, huh? It helps me to jump straight up and look to the left, but maybe you can just take a step forward and sprint, and then when the gun hits the bottom left-hand corner, you can jump and you'll get it every time. But for me, it's quite difficult. A couple of things to note about this technique. Your weight, how heavy your character is, does factor into it. So if you're overweight, you won't be able to do this very effectively. So you're better off making sure that you're under the weight limit. So where it says your kilos, make sure it's not yellow. When it's yellow, that means you're slightly overweight. You can still do it. It's just the timing is going to be a little bit more strict when you do. So it's better to have no weight on you at all. You can even do that jump for the over the bunker. You can even do that at level 1. Can you believe that? I've done it before at level 1. It's actually quite tough, and at level 1, because your strength is the default level strength, the timing is way more strict for when you do the two-step jump, but it can be done. So just think about that for yourself. Imagine early wipe, you've got a whole bunch of stuff on you, and you're trying to get away. There's like, I don't know, people chasing you. You want to just get out of the raid. Imagine you use the two-step jump over the bunker to get over the other side and keep running, right? They're not going to be able to catch you. So, and I'm telling you right now, a lot of the other players, I should probably say the large majority of the player base, don't know how to do this technique. So if you teach yourself how to do the two-step jump, you are already ahead of the other players. They don't know this stuff, they don't know how to do it, and you're going to have a massive edge. Trust me. There's literally like 100 different spots you can use the two-step jump to get over obstacles or to use in your advantage in some way, shape, or form. But I'm not going to show you all that stuff. The purpose of this video is to show you how to do it so then you can practice it and do it yourself, okay? And I'm probably going to get asked this in the comment section, so I'm just going to answer it right now. Have you ever seen those players who bunny hop, like boing, 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 boing? They just literally like Bugs Bunny jumping across the screen. That's what the two-step jump is, except the two-step jump is the singular of that technique, while bunny hopping is the continuation and the continuous movement of the two-step jump. Just to clarify, okay? So if you ever see those guys bunny hopping, they're doing the two-step jump continuously. So one final note I just want to share with you guys before we wrap up this video. There's other ways to use this to your advantage, and I'm just going to show you this one particular one in this clip right here. So I get into a fight against a two-man squad, and I killed the first guy, second guy's on me. I returned fire. I don't know if I killed him, and then look what I do here. Look carefully. After I've traded shots with him, I'm actually doing the two-step jump, like bunny hopping. In this situation, I'm doing it because I am actually trying to see over the little hill or terrain that's in front of me, and by continuously doing the two-step jump, I can see over there to see if he's alive or if he's dead or if he's just crouching there, you know? But I know in this situation, as you can see, he's dead, so obviously you don't get to see him, but think about that for yourself just for a second. Maybe when you're in that situation and you decide to do that, maybe he won't be dead, and maybe you'll be able to spot him early, and then you'll be able to react early and react accordingly to be able to take him out. That could be the difference between life and death, of you going back to the lobby or not, you know? So just something to get you guys' brains moving and something to think about, okay? Alright guys, that's all I got for you today. I hope you learned how to do the two-step jump. Maybe you didn't even know about this before, and hopefully now you do, and you can take this on board and you can practice it. You are going to need to practice this a lot because it's just a very tough technique, but it will be worth it in the end. I promise you. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video, and if you're still here, don't forget to like the video if you liked it and if you found it useful, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for me. Subscribing to the channel does help me out quite a bit, guys, so thank you all so far for the support. I do appreciate it. There will be more videos like this one in the future, so by subscribing, you're helping me grow my channel, which has been my goal for the past 2 years. So by subscribing, you'll get a notification so you know when my next videos go live. Don't forget to drop by the live stream and say hello sometime. I stream 6 days a week at twitch.tv/Kwame. This is where I get all my footage from, which is from my live streams. So don't forget to drop by, say hello, and ask me some questions, and I'll do my best to answer them as best as I can. Thanks for watching until the end. Keep practicing, keep improving, stay Kwam, and hopefully, I'll see you on the live stream.